As a novice swimmer, you'll encounter thoughts and fears that will make you uncomfortable. They will either hold you back from learning or challenge you to overcome and grow. In this video, we'll talk about major psychological breakthroughs and milestones you will reach when learning to swim. Pushing through those thresholds and making progress in the water could give you an incredible sense of achievement and massive boost of confidence in other areas of your life. My name is Alan Chi. I overcame the fear of water and learned to swim at the age of 32. The purpose of this channel is to help you do the same, no matter how old you are and where you come from. Let's dive in right into this video. I'm going to list those milestones, starting from the easiest for those who haven't started their journey yet, and follow up with more advanced milestones towards the end of this video. No matter which step you're at, you should know that there were others in a similar position, and just like them, you have the capacity to do this. If you've been afraid of water all your life, even a simple act like getting a swimming pool membership could become a significant milestone for you. Buying your first swimsuit, goggles, finding and joining the right venue will be your first step in accepting the upcoming changes in your life. It will galvanize the commitment you made to yourself and help you proceed to the next step. I remember the first time I joined my local health club, and it somewhat forced my hand and pushed me to learn to swim before I was ready. I'm going to tell you this story in one of my upcoming videos, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Your next milestone will be your first time in the swimming pool by yourself. Once you familiarize yourself with the surroundings and decide to go in, you'll find yourself entering the water. I'm going to assume that you're going to practice in the shallow pool, which is 4 to 5 feet. As you descend down the pool ladder, you will feel the water reaching up to your chest and your muscles will tense. Your breath will shorten and your instinct will try to convince you to go back to safety. That's when you take a few deep breaths and let yourself get accustomed to the environment. Congratulations, you reached another milestone. Time to submerge underwater for the first time. Submerging underwater wasn't a big deal for me, but for some, it is a major psychological barrier to cross. It could involve getting comfortable with a sensation of water going into your nose and your ears. You can bring along some swimming earplugs to help you with that, and we won't have to deal with the water going up your nose until your first flip turn, which I will tell you about later. Before you submerge underwater, it is a good idea to practice taking big breaths with your mouth and then gradually release the air out with your nose. Something like that. Try doing that in a steady rhythm and repeating that action several times in a row. Once you feel confident enough, you can take a big breath and submerge your body and head underwater. Slowly blow bubbles, releasing the air before going back up above the water to get another breath. Do it at your own pace and keep control at all times, and you will get comfortable with being submerged underwater in no time. Some people get floating instantly. I, on the other hand, took a long time to learn how to float. Most common advice given to novice swimmers is that in order to float, you have to relax your body. And since I wasn't able to swim, I couldn't relax in the water one bit. It took me 2 years to develop enough skill in swimming to truly relax in the water and float. Whether you do it on the first day or 2 years in, being able to float feels awesome, and it makes for a major milestone. When you get comfortable with keeping your face in the water for a few seconds straight, you'll be ready to practice streamline. Streamline is like your first taste of what swimming is like. You simply lay down flat on the surface of the water, keeping your arms above your head as you push off the wall and kick with your feet. It's the easiest way to begin learning the basics. Your next task is figuring out the breathing pattern and synchronizing it to the movements of your hands in a stroke of your choice. You'll spend some time here getting further and further distance from the wall, trying to reach to the end of the lane. When the time comes and you get the hang of it, you'll reach the next milestone. It is an absolute joy when you reach the end of the lane without stopping for the first time. Just imagine that not that long ago, you were afraid to even consider getting into the water. And look at you now. You're swimming. When you watch professionals, it looks almost like a magical trick that they perform every time they reach the end of the lane. It seems like a difficult thing to learn, but actually it only takes a bit of practice and some tolerance of water going into your nose. If you're willing to overcome that block, you'll learn those somersaults in no time and reach another level to your swimming adventure. Technically speaking, if you're swimming on the surface, your body doesn't know the difference whether you're swimming in the shallow or deep water. But it's incredible how your psychology changes when you know that if you stopped, your feet won't be able to touch the ground. It takes a lot of courage to venture out of safe and shallow water to the deeper and less familiar end of the swimming pool. I made quite a few attempts at my deep end swims, and I can assure you they were terrifying. But because I've been practicing a couple of years prior, I knew that I had enough skill and stamina to get back from the deep end to safety. I would encourage you to keep it slow, build up the courage, and even ask the lifeguard to keep an eye on you because you're attempting something that is outside of your comfort zone. After getting comfortable swimming in the deep water of the swimming pool, your next challenge or the milestone could be trying your skills swimming in the open water. That could be going to a nearby lake, the sea, or the ocean on your holidays. For me, it was going to the sea for the first time and knowing that if I venture too far out, I'll have no one to rescue me. So that day when I went to the sea and I swam further from the beach that I've ever done in my life, I reached a major milestone. It was scary yet exhilarating. My heart was racing and the adrenaline was off the charts. I saw fish and other creatures that I've never seen before, and that scared me. But I knew that the only way to survive is to stay calm, and to get back to safety is to slowly swim back. When you get back to the beach, most people won't know what you did. But for you, it will be another major breakthrough that will have huge impact on your confidence and other areas of your life. As a reminder, I want to say that anytime you want to jump into the body of water, you need to check its depth. Whether you jump head first into the swimming pool or from a rock to the sea, you want to avoid a spinal injury. At the same time, diving to the water, even from a relatively low height, can be a significant psychological barrier to overcome for many people. I remember small kids jumping to the water from a rock that wasn't even more than 6 feet above the surface, yet it presented a massive challenge for a novice swimmer like me. Eventually, I mastered all the courage I could get and jumped in. And there you go, another major milestone unlocked. As you grow and increase your skills in the water, you might want to keep going and try to reach even more advanced milestones. That could be things like surfing, diving, kayaking, or other water sports. For me, that means becoming a swimming instructor and getting a lifeguard qualification. If you would like to see my progress, watch this video right here. And thank you for spending time with me. See you next time.
Have a good day.